What is up, YouTube? Thanks for checking in and watching my first ever YouTube video. My name is Chrissy Meadows. I am 37 years old and I will be documenting my IVF journey via YouTube to share with friends, family, women who may be considering IVF, women who are just curious to know what IVF is. This is all about learning. I will not be giving any medical advice at all during these videos. I'm just going to be sharing my experience with my doctors and the story of my life. So that leads me to who I am. I am a 37-year-old stepmom to two beautiful children. That's Jacob and Mallory. These pictures are actually a little more than a year old. They get better looking as the days go by. These are my two stepkids. I am a wife to my husband Chris, who you will see here in this photo. He is just the most amazing husband ever. I couldn't ask for more. And I am a dog mom to 4 dogs. I do not have their pictures with me, but you will be seeing lots of them throughout my videos. They are always around barking, ruining recordings, and interfering with our lives in just the perfect way. So on top of that, I do dog rescue. I'm a volunteer for Camel Rescue, so a lot of my free time I spend rescuing dogs, getting dogs adopted, doing home visits, taking dogs to the vet, going to shelters, things like that. And I'm an HR professional. I work in recruiting for a mortgage company. I actually am the entire department, so my role is to staff the entire organization from a corporate perspective. So I certainly lead a busy life, and I'm here to share that with all of you. So my IVF journey personally began almost 2 years ago to the day. My husband and I got married on June 16th of 2017. And shortly after our honeymoon, I told him I wanted to go see a fertility specialist. Fertility issues actually are something that a lot of people in my family have run into. And so before we spent a lot of time trying, me being 35 at the time, him almost 40, I just figured, let's get everything checked. About 3 months later is when we actually started our first round of IVF with medication. So in December of 2017, I started taking IVF medications. For an egg retrieval, that was in, I wanna say mid-January, and an embryo transfer that was in mid-February. 17 follicles harvested, which resulted in 6 that were inseminated successfully, and 2 that made it to day 5, which is referred to as a blastocyst. So we had 2 viable embryos to use via transfer to try and get pregnant. So our first transfer was not successful. That was in February of 2018. And at that point, I was just a mess. I emotionally, physically, everything was just kind of crumbling for me at that point in my life. And we decided to take a break. I started to go back to the gym and work out and noticed I had severe pain in my shoulder. It turned out I had a torn labrum, a torn rotator cuff, and a frayed bicep tendon. I don't know exactly what brought that out. Part of me thinks it was the fertility medication. Maybe it was just taking such a long break from the gym. But literally, as soon as I went back to the gym, the first time I tried to shoulder press, I could feel that pain. It was there instantly. So I decided to take an entire year off. I had the surgery. I went through about 9 months of physical therapy. I lost about 30 pounds that I had gained from the previous cycle. We did our second transfer this April, and it did result in a successful pregnancy. We were just so excited, just beyond ourselves. I had a little baby growing inside of me, and it was the most amazing feeling. Unfortunately, that baby did not grow to full term. I miscarried him and had to have a D&C at about 9 weeks. So he stopped growing at 6 weeks, 3 days. Just short of 9 weeks, they did the D&C. Malachi is what we named him. We unfortunately had to let him go. So here I am. It is now mid-August, and we are ready to start IVF Journey 2.0. So I have decided that I am going to document everything on this journey. I actually bought this camera with the intentions of documenting my first time, but I just wasn't in a place where I could do that. Now I feel like I know what to expect. My head's on straight. I'm really actually quite excited about this opportunity. So I am ready to share this with you all and show you just what it's like from the moment I open those injections to the minutes after they retrieve my embryos. I'm going to take you along the entire way. So stay tuned, stay connected. Please like and subscribe below if you want to follow my journey. I will also be posting videos on my Facebook and on my Instagram. Please stay tuned, more to come, and thank you for watching. Ciao.